this turns into this. Hi there, this is Big Spruce Rabbitry, and today we went off to the feed store to get some more baby chicks because it's the bad day for our Cornish Cross, who are now 2 months old. Back 2 months ago, we got 5 Cornish Cross chickens from the feed store, and these are what they've grown out into. I'll go show you their enclosure. Let's talk a bit more about the Cornish Cross chicken and watch our last batch growing out. The type of chicken you buy at the grocery store is the Cornish Cross, and they are bred to become obese. We buy our Cornish Cross chicks at the local feed store, but you can buy them through the mail from various hatcheries. There's normally a minimum order of 25. The Cornish Cross chicken is a pretty extreme example of artificial selection. They've lost basically all of their wild instincts. They don't know to avoid predators. They don't know how to forage on their own, and basically just wait for humans to bring them their food. The Cornish Cross is an example of a broiler chicken. They grow out really fast. We actually eat them as juveniles. The Cornish Cross chickens that we raise on our homestead that are raised on a more natural diet, I think taste better than the ones you buy at the store. The bones also look a lot healthier, and the chickens generally actually look like healthy chickens. These meat chickens have incredible appetites, but in the last few weeks of their lives, they generally get very lazy and wait for you to bring the food directly to them. You don't get to eat the chick. Nope, you don't. Because these chickens are so young when we eat them, they are very tender and juicy, but they don't have the deeper, richer flavors that an older bird might have and that our grandparents would have known chicken tasted like. The Cornish Cross is not actually a breed of chicken because they don't actually breed true. They are a cross between the Plymouth Rock and the large-breasted Cornish. A normal chicken reaches adulthood between 4 and 6 months old. So where do we get these Cornish Crosses from, since we're eating them when they are 6 to 8 weeks old? So babies. The broad-breasted Cornish cannot breed naturally because the wing muscles are simply too large to be able to get onto the female. The only Cornish Cross chickens ever kept for broodstock are male, and they are severely underfed to try to prevent them from getting obese and turning into meat chickens. So these chickens are bred using artificial insemination. The male's massaged, and then a female of another meat breed, normally the Plymouth Rock, is used to create the eggs that will turn into the chicks that are the Cornish Cross chicks that you buy at a feed store. Cornish Cross chickens have a much higher meat conversion ratio than regular chickens. They also have a higher fat content in their meat. Cornish Crosses have a better meat conversion ratio than rabbits. They can convert 3 pounds of feed into 1 pound of meat. A rabbit can do about 4 at the best. Also, since the Cornish Cross is bred to be obese, their meat has a higher fat content than a normal chicken would have. We're going to go give our meat chicks some time in the mini barn. Because Cornish Cross chickens are always hungry, here you go. They tend to get obese by eating way too much. Cornish Crosses can grow so fast their legs are not able to support their body weight. This is especially true if they're fed a high-protein grower feed. These chickens are prone to dying of heart attacks past the age of about 8 weeks. This makes them very poor pets, although they have a very gentle personality. The Cornish Cross takes some special care, and you do need to stay aware that they are bred to be obese, which does lead to some health problems. I do worry about the morality of breeding a type of chicken that is known to have health problems, but the Cornish Cross that we have out in our homestead seem to act like the last week or so of their life, and by the end they basically are just being lazy. They don't seem to be suffering. So the cycle of life continues on our homestead, and we've got our 2 new Cornish Crosses right here, and they will grow out in another 6 to 8 weeks, and we'll have another chicken dinner then. I'm going to introduce you to our 2 new Cornish Crosses, Pee-Pee and Dot. Whatever you think of the Cornish Cross broiler chicken, they're tender and juicy, and we're going to have one for dinner. This is rosemary garlic chicken from one of those Cornish Crosses we raised. I'm going to go pop it in the oven and come back and show you when it's done. And here we are with a homemade chicken dinner. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out our farm store in the description.